Welcome to 100 Yards of Football today. It's our NFL Draft Prospect Special. I'm your host, Vincent Turner, and join me today is a man who was drafted in 1981 in the first round. I hope I get this right. He was the 25th selection of the Atlanta Falcons. My man, Mr. Bobby Butler, out of Florida State University. If you like the video today, please come in and share this. We're going to break down Trevon Diggs, cornerback out of the University of Alabama. One more time, if you like the video today, please come in and share it because you're going to get a lot of great information about this draft prospect. So, Mr. Butler, how you doing today, sir?
Good to see you, sir, again.
Yes, sir. Let's go and get right to the meat and potatoes.
Let's do it.
Trevon Diggs, what do you like about him, and how is this game going to translate to the NFL?
Well, I tell you, when I look at Mr. Diggs, it's amazing. He's got size, right?
Yes, sir.
6'2", 207 pounds. Back in my day,
Yes, sir.
the transition went from Mel Blount, 6'4", 220 playing corner, to guys my size, 5'11", 180, 170
Right.
pounds, right? And so nowadays, we're going back to this new model, right? 6'2", 207. A guy's a beast. I tell you, the thing I love about him, because of his size, his length is probably one of his strongest attributes. I mean, he can do anything with his length. He can reroute receivers. You know, he throws off the timing with receivers, and I love that. When you're at the line of scrimmage, you're playing bump and run, you know, you got to throw the timing off, right? Quarterback has got so many seconds to throw. If you can reroute that receivers and get them going flat as opposed to upfield, it's gone. I mean, that's an incomplete pass.
Right.
So I love the fact that he can do that. And also with his length, with bump and run, you know, he can play against X, which is a split end, right up on the line of scrimmage, right?
That's what I'm
that
talking
guy
about.
is easy
Yes,
to
sir.
touch, right? He's a big guy. But then when you're playing bump run against a flanker or Z, he's off the line of scrimmage.
Okay.
A guy like my size, 5'11", when I'm playing bump run with that guy, it's a lot of space in between, right? A guy with his length is closer. He still can jam like I can jam a split end, right? And so his length is off the charts. He also uses his length in pass coverage. I mean, when they throw deep balls to him, right? He's always like a half a step behind. But with his length, he go up and over, and he makes the plays. 85% of pass plays, deep pass plays, are underthrown. So it's got to be a perfect pass where the receiver can reach way out over to complete a pass on this guy because of that length.
Now, I have a question. He came to Alabama as a big-time wide receiver.
Yes, he did.
How important is that he's had so much success translating from being a wide receiver to a corner?
Well, he's got great ball skills. And so when you see him play the ball, it's like he's a receiver. I mean, he's one of those guys, you know, we're always taught as a defensive back that when the ball's up in the air, you got to make sure you point the ball or go get the ball at the highest point, right? Because you want to keep the receiver from getting the ball, and you got to go up. Your timing has got to be great. This guy's a natural. Ball skills off the charts.
Now, explain this. They say that back in college, when his time at Alabama, he's a good boundary corner. Then they're saying he's good in a C2, C3. Tell our viewers out there what that actually means, a boundary corner, then C2, C3.
A boundary corner is a corner that plays more so in the boundary. So in college football, the hash marks are different from the NFL, and you have what we call a short side of the field corner. He don't have a lot of space, and then you have the wide side of the field, right? So he's a boundary corner. Everything inside the boundary, he is swallowing everything in the boundary. You're not going to get any plays with him in the boundary. I'm just telling you right now, because of his size and because of his length, and also because of his ability. He's a guy that can play to the wide side of the field, playing in the boundary. And I believe so simply because Alabama is loaded with talent in their secondary. And that's why he has to play boundary corner. He's probably going to be a left corner in the National Football League, which is your best cover guy, because the guy's got size, he's got ball skills, and here's the other thing I love about him. He can cover quick receivers, shorter quick receivers, because he got great footwork. And I'm telling you,
they rave about his footwork.
Footwork at corner is the key ingredient, right? And so when I played, back in my days, I would watch the new draft choices come to camp, and I just watch them do footwork drills, and I know if this guy's a player or not. So I say, well, I'm here another year, right? This guy can do it all. He can cover any position, cover any size receiver. He's got the size. He's only got one weakness, and that's not a big deal in the National Football League.
Yes, sir.
It's tackling, right? He's inconsistent. It's not that he won't tackle. He's just inconsistent. And sometimes when you're his size, you try to throw body shots.
Right.
It just knocked people off, and you miss a lot of tackles because of that, right? He won't do that in the NFL because body shots is not going to knock anybody down.
One thing I like his production. Good observation how you broke that down. That's why I got the best in the business. Remember this, folks. He played in the NFL for 12 years. Production, 17 passes defense in his career, which is a high-level
Yes.
passes defense. Then what I like about him most of all, he can come in and play right away. Dallas
Yes.
Cowboys, you have the 17th selection in this year's draft. You don't know whether or not you're going to re-sign Brian Jones or Anthony Brown. He'll be a perfect fit if you can move down and get him in the later parts of the first round. And most importantly, let's go old school. His game reminds me a lot of this gentleman, and you should know because he played during your time. He was out of University of Texas, played with the New England Patriots. You know what I'm talking about. Mr. Raymond Claiborne, who was a
Yes.
three-time All-Pro, 1977,
Yes.
1983, 1986. His game reminds me a lot of that gentleman there.
Well, you know, that's a big statement because Raymond Claiborne is the real deal cornerback back in the day.
Yes, sir.
And he was partnered with another great guy, you know, that ended up with the Oakland Raiders.
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes,
And
sir.
so Mike Haynes.
Yes, sir.
And so Raymond Claiborne was the real deal. This guy, though, Mr. Diggs, is going to be exciting to watch. He's going to make a big difference on somebody's team. He'll make a good fit with the Cowboys. It'll be
Yes,
a
sir.
great place for him to go. I can't wait to see him play on the next level.
And that being said, if you like the video today, please come in and share it. That's our evaluation of Trevon Diggs, cornerback out of the University of Alabama. If you like the video one more time and like to come in and share it, we surely appreciate it here on 100 Yards of Football. I'm your host, Vincent Turner, and join me, a former Atlanta Falcons great, out of Florida State University, first round pick in the 1981 draft. 25th selection overall, the great, the legend, my man, speed guy out of Florida, Mr. Bobby Butler. We'll see you next time here on 100 Yards of Football.